Well, ladies and gentlemen, the cover up by Donald Trump and his administration is starting to take effect. First, it started with Donald Trump with this statement that he put out last night on Truth Social.
I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do the job of making America safe, and he puts that in caps. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from the radical left movement of violence and hate.
He's lying!
Wow, what a statement to be put out by the President of the United States, basically covering his ass for his ICE agents' actions.
Ain't that the truth?
Then J.D. Vance had something to say, basically similar to what President Trump said.
I mean, you presumably watched the video yourself. There's not the slightest doubt in your mind, having viewed it, that the victim, you still believe that she deliberately tried to ram him despite seeing this video?
Look, I don't know what is in a person's heart or in a person's head, and obviously we're not going to get the chance to ask this woman what was going on. What I am certain of is that she violated the law. What I'm certain of is that that officer had every reason to think that he was under very serious threat for injury or in fact, his life. What I'm certain of is that she accelerated in a way where she ran into the guy. I don't know what was in her heart and what was in her head, but I know that she violated the law, and I know that officer was acting in self-defense.
Man, stop lying.
Yeah, that's verbatim the same thing that Trump said. You see how this is starting to work out? Oh, we got to make sure we get all our ducks in a row. And you know, we got to be all on the same shit of music. And let's not forget Kristi Noem.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers and in cooperation with other law enforcement agencies as well.
I know you fucking lying, bitch!
You see the game plan coming to effect? Oh, this is what we have to say. We have to say that this lady was a domestic terrorist. Oh, she was blocking ICE agents from doing their job. When you watch the video, you could truly see that she's turning her wheels away from the officers, but yet the guy let off those shots, shooting her in the face. This is just plain murder.
He ain't lying.
And they're trying to trick you to not believe your own eyes. Yeah, you see the game plan? Oh, Donald Trump saying that the guy was dragged and he's in the hospital. And then when you saw the video, the guy's basically walking away. So what guy was dragged and is in the hospital? Yeah, Donald Trump is trying to play tricks on you. He's pulling the old wool over your eyes. Don't believe your eyes, believe me, because I will always tell you the truth. That's Donald Trump talking to the American people.
Wake up, nigga.
And yet he got people actually believing him. I read some of the comments under some of the videos that I watch, and people are saying, well, it's her fault. She shouldn't have turned towards the officer.
So what are you saying?
You trying to tell me that you couldn't take a lethal approach to this situation? Shoot the tires out. Or better yet, let the young lady go. You got her tag numbers and arrest her later.
That's right.
But no, the game plan is We have to all circle around this situation, make sure we speak the same facts so that the American people can believe us and not their lying eyes. It baffles my mind, but yet you will have people believing Donald Trump and his ilk and all the propaganda that they put out.
Free brother!
These type of situations can be averted if these officers are properly trained, or better yet, think about if that was one of their family members. That's what they should always do when they go into a situation like this. You know, I knew, or better yet, I know there are least lethal ways that this situation could be handled. But now this young lady and her family are going through a pain that I don't wish on anybody family. So let me know what y'all thought about what I said and the video as well in the comments below. The man on the street wants to know.